We're joined now by Taofik Gani, who is the Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party in Lagos. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you. Good morning.
Well, the government have said, yes, indeed, the country, they're trying to pass this message on. We do need attitudinal change. We need to change how we do things previously, such that we could get better results, they say. Not a bad message, you think?
Not at all.
Are you buying into it?
Very well, and I'm not going to be careless to get caught in that trap of saying that we don't want what they have said they want to do. But the truth is, will they do it? Are they sincere about it? And when I say I don't want to restrict this to the president alone, because it has to be holistic. I would like come here and say that I don't want change that will be progressive. But indeed, this is diversionary. This is indicting and very derogatory. As a matter of fact,
indicting who? The past government?
I'm going to explain myself. I won't be surprised if in the coming days you see people even going to court, because why we are here, one of the reasons is because the president hastily went all over the world and painted the country, some persons representing the country as very corrupt, very bad, and a lot of investors saw, they became afraid. Now we're bringing up this change mantra, which I believe is just a continuation of the PDP, APC campaign for 2019. Now, it is diversionary because the president, in a speech on the day of that inauguration, said that if the change I have promised, you are the one that can make it possible if you change your habit. It means that he's already putting in place an alibi. If he doesn't give us power supply, if he doesn't give us this, if he doesn't give us that, he can also blame us. Two, it is indicting, because what we have said now is that Nigeria has never been good. Nigeria has ever been with bad people. So we are telling the international community now that we are bad, we want to change.
That's the way you see it? That's
the way I see it, and that is, if you just need to sample the people. Even my friends have called from outside the country and saying that this is what our white friends are telling us here. That so this is where you want to take me to, where even your president is admitting that presently things are not good at all. You understand?
About this message?
And that is why it is derogatory. Because for me, you cannot tell me that.
I don't quite get that point you made about your colleagues.
My friends, who are outside the country, who are trying to bring in investors, and then the investors, the white investors, now the foreigners are telling them that, but your president is already admitting, has admitted that there is need for change. Let that change come. Let's see how it goes before we can come and invest.
But across, all over the world, you can't do the same thing and expect the same results. You have to change the way you do things to get better results.
Chamberlain.
Isn't that a truism?
It's a truism. Chamberlain. Now, there is robbery going on. I want to go and stop the robbery. Do I need to blow siren so that the armed robber there will know that I'm coming? You don't need to loud this change matter. It's just a furtherance of the APC agenda. Let me tell you. You see, because I won't shy away. I have told you, ordinarily, change, good. Even President Buhari, I like. You understand? But you see, I will have that audacity to also say and criticize this. See, now let me tell you. What are they going to do anew? We have the EFCC to fight corruption. The police is there. All the agencies are there. The people are even ready. You understand? But the people are disenchanted with what is happening. They are not even encouraged to follow the change matter, because already the change they can see is the change where there is coercion, there is force. Where instead of discussing with people who are agitated, who want democracy, who want peace, who want equity, you form a parallel. The new group will now carry arms against the ones fighting genuinely. Then the change they are seeing is the change where never ever before was a group as very radical and progressive as like the BBOG was ever stopped. But now you have another group, apart from using the normal conventional police to stop them, you now have another group within the BBOG. So what you have is a balkanization. Nigeria is more divided now. But what I would suggest is this. We will still, the change is what we will do, because it is the result, the end justifies the means. It is not the loudness of the nomenclature or whatever you give to Israel. See, what we need now is good people, great nation. You understand? I'm not saying this because
that's a campaign.
No.
That's your party run.
The reason is that one is just simple, and it gives all of us that patriotism. You understand? But when you now, or you say,
let me get this right.
Let's do it together.
Let me get this right. Are you saying you want this government to implement that campaign of the last government, Good People, Great Nation? Is that what you're talking about?
Don't let us take it as campaign. You see,
but it was a campaign.
No, it was not. It was actually a government policy. One of the reasons why here is that immediately they came in, they threw away the baby with the bathwater.
How was that
in so many sectors?
How was that?
One of which was also that. No. It was our very revered dear lady of
yeah. So how was it a policy?
Dora Akunyili that brought it up. It was to change the perception. The international community.
That's a policy.
Yeah.
Was that a policy?
Of course, of government.
That was not a policy.
No, it was a policy.
It was a national orientation campaign.
It's a policy. Don't let us go into all this semantics.
What did the policy say?
It's that we want a situation where, because we are good people of a great nation, everything we do must reflect that. So
if we're good people and great nation, so why do you need a campaign?
No, you don't say why do you need a campaign. It's not a campaign. That's what I'm telling you. When you say campaign, you now let it look as if it's something that is just, it is the difference between what happened then and what is happening now is that what we have now, we have a worse situation.
What did that policy achieve?
Oh, a lot.
Well, you call it a policy.
A lot.
Even though we say it's a campaign.
A lot. Out of it was that the Nigeria economy became the best, the biggest in Africa. Now we are second. South Africa has overtaken us again.
Because of what you call good people, great nation?
Yes, because it is not just about the label. It is about the work. That is why I say, I think the president should be more interested in. See, you have a cabinet. You are talking of change. Change begins with me. You have a cabinet where we do regards to them, unless, of course, they say they have repented anyway. Where you have a self-confessed person who was part of a ritual in Okija, sitting in your cabinet.
I don't want to go into individuals. You're also a lawyer, so you know the implication of us not personalizing. No, I think you have another platform to do that. Yep. Perhaps maybe you should pay and do an advertorial or a press conference. Let's face the issue, and the issue has to do with the change mantra. Yep. And for some Nigerians, they say this is deja vu. They've seen it before. Things like this has happened with your government, with the PDP while they were in government. Whether you call it transformation, whether you call it some 7-point agenda, it is almost like a policy statement or a direction of every government. So for the APC, they still think that theirs is about change, just as President Goodluck Jonathan had the transformation agenda. So what's the difference between what you're seeing now and what your party had in the last dispensation?
No, the difference is, to me, I see this as diversionary. Nigerians are more interested in, better things than what they want to bring before us now.
Like what?
You see, we just celebrated Salah. We know what we went through. The economy is so bad. You don't need all this to do the economy, right? So many things. As we talk, what I expected of President Buhari is a radical change. Particularly, let's even pick just a sector. Let's say a radical change. Up to now, as we speak, there is no radical change. Me, I was even happy that perhaps we have a radical change in demobilizing the Boko Haram. But look at these guys. Just a few hours ago, they came up again. So the thing,
You haven't noticed some form of success in that area? I think that's an area you shouldn't even have gone to.
No, there are two different things. Was it that there was never a success under President Jonathan at all? What I thought we had achieved was a complete decimation.
This is less than 2 years,
yes.
And you have seen almost a lull of Boko Haram activities from that area. That's a plus for this government.
There is no doubt about that. I am not denying that fact.
So let's face the change.
What I am saying. Get what I am saying.
Get what I am saying. That may not give you a big point.
Get what I am saying.
Okay, let's hear you.
Saying. The center point of the Boko Haram thing is actually, for now, the Chibok girls. You understand? We haven't found them yet. Now, it is also not that the Boko Haram guys are not executing. They have changed even their style. Because up to now, nobody has been able to define well cattle areas, the herdsmen thing.